last day that the Fallout will be recording the debut album. And the next thing we've got is vocals.
Was Josh anxious about singing?
I believe he was. He's always a bit anxious about singing, but I would be if I had to sing those notes as well. So, right.
It's always nerve-wracking, but you know, once I get into the swing of things.
Yeah. Do you feel like the guys didn't really appreciate how difficult things were going to be for you?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, obviously they appreciate it and they realise it's a hard job, but until you are the full-time singer, you don't realise how much time, what you eat, what you drink, health, sleep, everything affects your voice.
He's often anxious about singing, and we always try and help him with his anxiousness by giving him sweet massages, kisses and cuddles. He'll be fine.
I said to Josh before, he's only got to sing 4 songs. 4 songs at a gig would be nothing. And we'll just think of it like that, yeah? Did you do a lot of takes when you were doing your vocals?
Yes, not as many as you think. I mean, some people spend weeks on vocals, but we spent a day. But we did 2 or 3 takes on each song, I think, and just get the best bits out of both of those. But most of the time, the last take I did of each song was the best one. Those are the ones we kept. This will be like well, we did a few takes before, but this is kind of just another take later on to see how it goes. Alright.
What takes this, Nick? 4? It's 4?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean to say he's doing it badly, we just do lots and lots of takes. How do you choose the takes?
Usually I listen to them, obviously for the right words, and that I don't crack up and then I hit the notes kind of pitch perfect, because obviously no using auto-tune or anything like that, so just the best takes I have, really.
Yeah. The second part of that was fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? I think you'll have enough from all the good takes. And the other 2 just of the last few.
I like that, yeah. I really like that.
Would you say there was more room for improvisation when you're singing compared to other instruments?
Yes, there is, yeah. You have to go with those gut feeling. I mean, sometimes you have to hold back a bit, because if you were to go with your feeling all the time, you'd ad-lib most of the song, but no, I think if you go with your gut feeling at some parts when you're really into it and make funny noises or screams or whatever, then it kind of pays out the best, I think.
Personally, for me, I feel that you shouldn't improvise too much when you're in the studio, because, you know, it makes it a little bit difficult for the listener. You know, you want to grasp onto the melody as best you can, don't you?
I think the melody should be the melody, but like anything in between that is okay. Like say if it's like over a guitar solo or something, he wants to do something, just like make it sound a little bit more live. That's fine.
Do you reckon he'll do it?
Did the guys force you to do stuff?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that on camera. I think that's more referring to the fact that from time to time, I think we don't really always appreciate the fact that some of it's very difficult to sing. Yeah, I'm sure Josh would agree. And like sometimes it's like, oh, it's only 5 songs, get on with it. Like that. It's not that we couldn't do it. So it's like, so yeah. I think
to be fair, he is an awful pussy.
We were suggesting maybe you could just go for some of the last choruses again.
What do you guys think?
Well, I think the last choruses are the strongest bits. I think the last choruses at the moment are your strongest bits.
Can I add songs to sing over and over and over again though?
I know it's hard.
Very hard.
So, are their opinions pretty important to you?
Yeah, there are, because obviously there's going to be more people listening to this album than me, and a lot of others will share the same opinions as them, so, you know, they're all, you know, kind of wise, good musicians, so I'll listen to them, really.
So, do you think, Josh, your opinions are important to Josh?
I'd like to hope so. Josh, are my opinions important to you?
Yeah. You mean
There you go. There's your answer. I'd rather him just do King Fire thing again.
Alright, okay, fair
We'll
enough.
do one more take, Josh.
Did you get frustrated at all?
Yeah, I did, because, when we got in there at 9 in the morning, and no one can sing in the morning, no matter who you are, and it took me about an hour and a half in, and those first takes with the songs, I was just thinking that please don't give me another day like I had last time, but yeah, after that initial stage, and once I really got the ball rolling, I was kind of over that.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what we need though, isn't it?
I was just like, let me out of this fucking room. So that's why I got into this song.
And did you appreciate Nick's attempts to light the mood?
Yeah.
Like his dancing and stuff?
Yeah, Nick's always good at cheering me up. He gives you a little ego boost in the way that Nick does, which is, just joking and messing around, really.
Are you ready for the question?
Yeah, go on.
Did you appreciate Nick's attempts to lighten the mood, i.e. dancing?
Nick's attempts to lighten the mood are always brilliant. In fact, I like to think that I'm taking part in one of those attempts right now.
Was that a put on?
You go in, everything is frustrating.
As you see. I just got overcome with eroticism, to be honest. I just got too horny and I started like touching myself. Sometimes our music does that to me.
What's your general feeling from today then, Alex?
Very positive. I think of course professional bands have a lot more time to do this sort of thing, but to go in and do what we've done in 2 days, to get down all the bass parts, all the drum parts in one day, that's fantastic. And now today to get down all the guitar parts and 4 of the main vocal tracks, and they're fantastic. I think we've done really well, and as we said, takes pressure off our shoulders for tomorrow.
I'm pleased we recorded both guitar parts at once. I was very hesitant about that, but yeah, definitely I would badly do that in the future.
Since
Oh,
Adam
the pants falling down.
suggested,
Oh dear.
since Adam suggested to record bass and drums together the advantage about recording bass and drums at the same time is that we use each other as a guide, as well as locking in with each other in the take, so.
And also it stops you running away.
I like shooting.
And it speeds things up. So, what's your biggest concern when you're in the studio? What's the thing you're constantly worrying about? Or?
I think it used to be timing, but now it's more tone. Like, I worry about tone a lot more than timing and mistakes and stuff.
I feel like I worry about tone a lot more in the studio.
Well, yeah, because everything you do counts in the studio. Everything you do is important.
So if it sounds good going in, it's gonna sound.
It'll sound infinitely better coming out, won't it?
It's a lot easier to do a better job of something which already sounds good than to try and make something sound good that was initially sound rubbish.
Yeah. So was time against you then? Were you running out of time, or do you feel like you were all right?
I think when we set ourselves a goal to say that we got the bass and drum tracks finished in the first day, I think that was definitely a good thing. I think when we realised that, we were sort of pretty much on track, providing everything went relatively smoothly, we could get away with the time limit that we had. Nick's standing behind me, isn't he?
Not yet. I believe we're on a limited time schedule.
I think we've still got a good 20 minutes before we've actually got to vacate the premises.
And are you looking forward to hearing the finished product?
Yes, I'm so looking forward to it. It's been a while now, and I know that Adam's going to do such a good job on it. I can't wait for other people to hear it, because they've been, the amount of times they've bugged us to hear it. I can't wait for them to really, hear what we're made of and us at our best. I'm looking forward to it.
The horrible thing after you've finished in the studio, though, is waiting to then hear the finished product.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that you're slow or anything. It's just generally, I know it takes a long time, and it's very you just can't wait to hear the finished product, can you?
How
many different verses did I do for you guys?
Yeah, we're very picky as well, so imagine how long. I'll probably, by the time I've finished editing this video diary, you'll have finished editing the entire album. So do you find it quite odd to be in a room singing on your own, or even just singing with Alex, because it's not something you're used to, is it?
Well, I suppose we all sing in the shower somewhat, don't we? And I'm there with my 2 bars of soap, like la 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 la.
I can get his attention. There he is, in his little vocal. So this is what I usually sing into. You probably can't see it at the moment, but go that way a sec. No, just leave. There you go. So that big yellow thing is what I usually sing into. There we go. But yeah, we're going to do some cool vocals. So Mr. Lacey in here. There he is.
I'm going to be standing here like this. I was going to be moving from side to side a bit, just because I've never standing up with with a mic.
It's difficult not to move.
I've never ever stand up with a mic.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the John thing like right up
Yeah.
to the like.
Yeah, I always wanna.
swallow the mic.
I always wanna like grab the mic, but you're not allowed to grab the mic. Yeah, you know what I mean. You can get more into it if you do that. Jean Clavier. Hi, Fiam.
I just started, by the way, so it smells quite a lot in here,
Wonderful.
Josh.
Right, great.
It's quite a scent.
Right, there he is. He's back in there.
Singes the nostrils.
So yeah, so gang vocals should be fun.
Sorry. Do you remember the shouting competition? What was all that about?
Well, I think that was when we were all recording the backing vocals for Species, and to see who could shout "No, we won't fall" the loudest, which I think you, John, won.
No, I believe it was Nick.
Was it Nick in the end? I can certainly.
I think I'll have to go through the footage.
If you listen back to them, you can hear your voice definitely loudest on it.
That's quite scary, actually. Who is the king of shouting? Practice king of shouting.
Well, I can duplicate him, but we'll quickly get you in where John is to do him in the earthworks, and I can blend them in as well.
Yeah.
Make sound huge.
And how come you didn't get involved in the shouting competition?
Because I knew I was going to have to do some proper singing after that, so I didn't want to shout and then get in the studio and be really, really croaky.
You still got the opportunity to judge it, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the opportunity to judge it, and yeah, I have to say it was definitely a battle between John and Nick.
I don't know, I think I just shit myself.
Welcome to the Fallout Shouting Judge Contest.
No, we won't fall!
I'm going to judge this one.
No, we won't fall!
Oh, well, it's definitely John and Nick.
No, we won't fall! No, we won't fall!
Oh man, that's a tough call between John and Nick. That fair enough.
Whoa!
I believe we just rapped.
Yeah, we just rapped. Woo! Yeah. Woo!
What was it like recording the Fallout?
Any closing or concluding thoughts?
I think it's going to be a great album. Please buy it. Do you have any closing or concluding thoughts?
I think it's always good experience for us. Every time we record, we're getting better and better, and that can only be a really, really good thing. When we go in the studio next time, I'm sure we'll improve even more, and I think that's a good thing to take away from this.
Any closing or concluding thoughts? This is your moment.
Let me just think. You can maybe do a speeding up montage through this because it might take a while. Cogs are turning very slowly. Golly, I hope the album does well.
That'll be fine.